G'day Highlanders fans, welcome on into episode 2 of Landers Lockdown Lounge. I hope you're all doing well, keeping safe and well in this crazy lockdown that we're in. We're heading over, as promised, to France today to catch up with two ex-Highlanders captains and Bender Smith and Lukey Whitelock. Welcome in, fellas. Great to see you two ugly mugs. How are we getting on?
Yeah, Joseph, thanks for having us.
Hey, now, something glaringly obvious is going on over there. You're obviously both living together at the moment. If you want to just give everyone a little bit of an insight into how that came about.
Yeah, I'll start us off. I guess Bender's been, we obviously knew the lockdown was coming and we were sort of getting prepared, and we thought it'd be a lot easier to be together. So Bender and his family came out and joined the crib out just outside of Poe here, and come in a family.
I'll just let you stop there. You both thought it was easier, or Bender just thought it would be easier?
I thought it was easier. He's probably regretting it about now. Week 3, kids running amok.
And we're committed, so there's no give backs anyway.
And so you've locked down in a house together. So yourself, Lukey, Claire, Bender, Katie, Wally, and Annabelle all together. How's that going? The 6th year.
It's good. I don't have to set an alarm anymore because the kids just wake us up about 5:30, so we're into it.
Bender and you, extra babysitters, that must be nice.
Yeah, that is good. No, the kids have been running amok. I actually feel sorry for Luke and Claire, but it's been good. But full noise, Joey, as you would know.
Yeah, best kind of contraception, they reckon, Lukey, spending a few weeks with other people's kids.
I don't think they'll be having kids after this, Joey. We've put them off. Actually, Claire's been talking about they'll maybe planning early next year. That's gone back to the following year.
Yeah, I bet. So you've been in lockdown now for how long? And like, how did that all come about in France?
We're day 22 here, I think. If I'm losing track of days, but yeah, I guess we had the development probably from Italy, northern Italy, and there was a lot of talk around that, and it just slowly got some momentum, and then we sort of got a 12-hour notice that we're going into lockdown for a couple of weeks. So there was a bit of a mad rush, but luckily Katie's a very prepared woman and pretty much brought half of the French supermarket. and brought another freezer and things, so we stockpiled with food, and between
you did everything that the experts said not to do.
Exactly, yeah. 6 carloads later, with all the kids' toys and stuff, we were set up.
Oh, beautiful.
We freaked out.
Yeah, I bet. Hey, the other thing, Bender, I have noticed, obviously, the nuts, the heads that you guys are running. 2 guys that probably shouldn't be running Skinners just because of the rate of knots that your hairline is going backwards. What's the thought process behind this, boys?
Yeah, I couldn't really win, Joey. So obviously I'm going back here, but then the greys were getting out of control too. So I had to make a call, and we decided to go number 4. Ash Singh, actually, the doctor, we said for him to get involved, but we haven't heard anything from him. So the Highlanders team doctor, but yeah.
He spends about $100 on a haircut, so I can't imagine him wanting to shave it off.
No, it'd save some money though, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you're right, Bender. You're right. Yeah, but you want to give us a look at your top of your lid, Lukey, just so we can inspect the damage.
Yeah, history would suggest. Oh, I don't know. History would suggest I'm only just holding on, especially the.
You're a bit better than your brothers. Let's be honest.
Yeah, so far so good, but she's going to be a slippery slope, that's for sure.
Yeah,
supporting McDonald's.
Yeah.
Appreciate, mate.
Big and massive.
If anyone would sell that sponsorship, it would be you, Bender. The arches on the forehead.
I know.
Might have to talk to Izzy Dag.
Get some plugs.
100%. Hey, you're 3 weeks in, and obviously Katie did what we're not meant to do and stockpile buying the whole supermarket. But is there one essential item that you just like couldn't live without after being in your house for these 3 weeks? Is there something that you're just like, oh yeah, that's my go-to every day, apart from the phone, obviously?
Stocked up on a wee bit of booze there, Joey. We got a bit of red wine from Bordeaux.
Oh, lovely.
You'd appreciate that. No St. Clair wine, but it's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then we can't get Spates over here, Joe, so we topped up on a bit of Corona. Corona for Corona. And then, we just went all out, just making sure the kids are fed, really. Squeezies and muesli bars and all the rest of it.
Yeah, nice.
But I would say the alcohol would be the most important, just to keep you sane at night, to have a glass of red or a Corona.
Yeah, lovely. You, Lukey?
Yeah, well, just on that, Claire's top of her shopping list is the Corona, but she seems to think there's only packs of 3 left at the supermarket now. So it's
We're on rations.
yeah. So no, it has been, especially when the weather's been nice. It's been going down quite well in the afternoons. But yeah, I guess it's quite nice to get out of the house. That's for sure. When you can go for a wee walk and step back from all the hustle and bustle of the household.
Yeah. I mean, I want to touch on the household because I saw on the All Blacks Twitter they did a like pick your lockdown household that you want to be with, and it was a whole lot of superstars from All Blacks past and present and coaches. And I thought I'm going to put 2 houses together for you guys to pick who you want to be in lockdown with. So house 1, you've got the choice. It's house 1. In house 1, you've got Elliot Dixon, Tony Brown, Duncan Garner, and John Key. And in house 2, you've got Ash Smudgy Dixon, Jamie Joseph, Penny Gower, and Jacinda Ardern. Now, who are you going in with? Who are you bunking in with, Luke? I'm going to start with you and your reason why.
Oh, it's toughies there. Good houses. I think house 1 would be my lean-to at the start. Elliot's going to be as annoying as he would be on day 21. He'd be providing a lot of entertainment throughout the whole time. That's for sure.
Yeah, and what are you, Bender?
I'm going to go house 1. I'm going to go Brownie. He's got a good setup. He's on the high veld up there, Joey, as you know, and he's got kids, so they'd entertain my kids.
Yeah, nice, mate. Good stuff. Hey, now the French experience, obviously you both just left the Highlanders last season and you headed over to France. How are you enjoying that so far? Like, is it obviously the season's been cut a little bit short, but in terms of the whole experience, how's it been?
Yeah, obviously got here at just the start of December, so I was obviously pretty nervous, excited, when you go to a new place. But we've been obviously welcomed in really, really well, and we've got a few familiar faces around with Snakey, Tommy Taylor, obviously Colin Slade, and there's a few other Kiwis around and different setups, well, different parts of the team as well. So that's been really good, and the French guys have been really, really good, and they can play a bit of footy. And I mean, playing at home in front of the home crowd is really good, and they get really into it. And it's been a very good experience so far. The language, Joey, it's bloody tough to sit there at times in meetings, and you might not have a clue what's being said, but it's picking up little bits here and there.
Bender, you got any French?
Not much, Joey. Got your classic bonjour. Yeah, oui.
Ça va? Ça va?
Lukey will vouch for my French. Probably needs a bit of a work on. But yeah, no, as Lukey said, it's been great coming here, and the people involved are awesome. I probably didn't get off to the best start, Joey. Got a red card, my first top 14 game.
Grub.
And thought, oh well, hopefully be back in the mix next game, and then ended up getting 3 weeks for it. So, bit of a rough start, and then it was actually quite a bit of a grub. But it was actually quite a cool time over here with the games going through Christmas and New Year and stuff. Obviously back home we're used to having holidays, but over here everyone gets right into them, good crowds. Unfortunately I had to miss a couple of games over that period, but Luke was out there doing it. But it's been great coming over here, and obviously as Luke said, the connection with the Kiwis that are over here and the French people have been awesome. And Po's a bit like Dunedin, a bit smaller than some other places in France, so yeah, it's been an easy transition.
In terms of the team, how are you guys getting on in the competition? Because obviously at the moment it's paused, but how are you getting on?
Yeah, we got our first top 14 win the other day since we've been here, so that was a bloody good win, I tell you. Bender
only as good as your last.
Bender likened it to winning the World Cup.
Felt a bit like that, Joe.
But
We hadn't got a couple over the line, so we'd missed by a couple of points in the last few games. So yeah, it was a big win, that one.
Yeah, I'll bet.
it was bloody good. Yeah.
And our skipper Julian Fumet, he played 300 games over here, so that was his
Wow.
300th game, which is pretty incredible.
Far out. That's a hell of an effort, isn't it? You did 150,
Yeah.
double that up, Bender. Far out.
Yeah, there's a couple of games for you.
Is I suppose everyone obviously the reason everyone knows the reasons why generally players head overseas, but is there anything that you've sort of, I know you've only been over there, not so, what is it, 6 months now, 5 months? Is there anything you really miss about New Zealand footy and the Highlanders or Dunedin in particular? Sorry, I need to direct these questions. Right, I'm going to go Bender first.
He's pointing at me through the window.
I feel like I'm always going first, mate.
Bender, you go, Bender.
I think you've missed so much about New Zealand. It's obviously good being over here, Joey, but you do miss New Zealand. The people, especially for me, obviously great people involved with the Highlanders. And I suppose the way we go about our work or have done in the past down there, always enjoyable. The stadium, Forsyth Bar Stadium, there's always something about getting along there on a game night. It's pretty special. And then, I think always competing against, the likes of the Crusaders and Hurricanes, Blues and Chiefs, like those games, those derby games are always pretty intense. And you like mixing it up with the likes of your Colsies and guys like that who often are pretty fiery.
Yeah. Lukey, you, mate?
Yeah, I mean, when we first got here, there was sideways rain, and it was, the first thought was, wouldn't it be nice to have a roof here? But that's to be fair, since then it's been really, really good weather here. But I guess you do miss the people, and a bit like Bender was talking about. One of the noticeable differences with the footy is probably the speed of the game. The set pieces probably take a little bit longer, so that's something I guess the tempo of the game's a little bit different. And they're good at other areas, and there's different challenges to the game. But yeah, I'd say the speed of the game is probably something I've noticed is a little bit different.
Yeah. Just keeping with the sort of Landers theme here in New Zealand footy, I was just talking to Brownie in episode 1 where I just sort of asked him, because Sky Sport are playing some throwback games, which obviously the 2015 final will be on their Bender at some stage. Lukey, the British Lions game, when we tipped them up a couple of years ago, that's going to be on there as well. But it's just got me thinking, like over all of our careers, there's been so many funny moments. And Brownie sort of shed a light on 99 when those boys played in Africa, then came home, and what they got up to. I was just got me thinking over your careers. Lukey, obviously not as long for the Highlanders, but Bender, is there anything in your distinguished 150-odd game career that like really stands out in terms of funny moments with the Highlanders teams?
I think obviously India Doos were always a favourite, Joey. Andrew Bedmore putting those on, and yourself. We always used to get up to some shenanigans. The likes of Fumi doing his thing, Fumi Chihuahua. And I think there's so many memories, especially even just playing. There's I don't know, when you sort of leave, you just remember some of the games that you'd win, and then you get into the changing rooms after, and you just celebrate a good win. But there's a few memories, but to think of one's pretty hard right now, Joe.
Yeah, I'll bet, mate. What about you, Lukey?
Yeah, I guess, like Bender, there's a few. He's touched on a few of those. Are pretty funny, and if you know, you know. But I guess for me, coming down with Big Jake as coach, he lived up to his name, and I guess our first pre-season training, everyone's just sort of their gym t-shirts and it's like working there. And as our first sort of unit session, and he sort of said, "Rightio, half you over that way, you are the half over there." and he just throws the ball into the middle and says, "Go, we're doing live mauls." And he stands there like this, and he just has his whistle, and it was just this absolute shit show. People just going for it. And then he blow his whistle, everyone back again, he threw it back in, and I guess that was, I don't know if you call that a funny moment, but it was definitely a character building moment.
Oh yeah, plenty of character building moments when it comes to Jamie Joe over there, isn't it? Been 12 rounds.
Yeah.
Jeez, a lot come to mind.
But
The
Jared
wrestling-
Waddle was still nightmares over there. Nothing
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah, I'll be going next week. Take them 2 days.
Yeah.
Now, we're seeing like over in Italy and places all around the world, these sort of, I guess, quite heartwarming moments while this lockdown's going on. Has there been anything in France, any sort of traditions that people were doing around the place? Like we've seen in Italy, people out on their balconies singing for their communities and that sort of thing. Is there anything that's been happening over in France?
Paris every night at 8 o'clock, they applaud in the streets. Just obviously, I don't know, you might have seen it. They all stand on their balconies, and it's actually quite a surreal sort of occasion, I think. But every night at 8 o'clock, they all get out there and clap their hands. And I think there's a few other places doing that as well.
Wow. Yeah, nice. Hey, Bender, now we see on Instagram all the boys that are over in France, their pads that they're running over in France, pretty lavish. What sort of setup you guys running over there at the moment? Do you mind taking us for a wee tour?
Yeah, well, Lukey's is, we've got a humble spot where we are, but Lukey's is pretty outrageous. I don't know if you can see out there, the pool needs fixed up. She's a bit green at the moment.
Oh,
but,
yeah, geez. It looks like a rugby field on there, Lukey.
Yeah. Currently in the
I've actually
process of
locked out
reselling that.
Are you locked out?
Oh, I'll let him in.
Locked me out.
Oh, yeah, this is good.
I'll take you to the gym. We've actually got a pretty good gym set up over here.
So we're at the Whitelock residence. We've just got a wee bit of foursquare here for the kids. We're playing a bit of line tag. We've got a wee basketball hoop there for Bells to practice her game. We've got a pretty good setup inside, Joey. So, just got a bit of bodyweight stuff on there. We've got a watt bike. And then we've got this is our bench. To do a bit of bench press, we've got a few plates. We've nicked a few weights from the club, which has come in handy. And then we've actually made a bit of a board. Lukey's got 647 for 30 minutes calories. It's up here somewhere. We've got a few sessions from the club and from Wendell and from a few others. And just got our week up there. So, yeah, she's good stuff.
Oh, now I see on a couple of your Instagrams as well, your partners' Instagrams, Claire's and Katie's, that you've both been getting into the TikToks, Lukey.
Yeah, there was a period where we all got a bit, what's the word, a little bit crazy. So we tried the dancing season.
Yeah, how'd you go with dancing, mate?
I think I got a little bit more rhythm than Bender, but that's not much.
To be fair, it's probably true.
Yeah, Bender, 2 left feet, not great. Well, not on the rugby field though, but on the dance floor, not great. Before we get on to what's going to be a hotly debated topic, as you've probably seen the Highlanders teams, I just thought, have you got any words of wisdom or any final words that you want to send the people back home with what we're going through at the moment, fellas?
I mean, just, look after your friends and family, and I don't know, just make sure you keep in contact with people, and I guess it's for the greater good, and we'll come out the other side, I'm sure.
Bender, you're always good with this sort of stuff.
Well, I suppose we're what 21, 22 days, did you say, Lukey? So we're sort of a week or two ahead of you guys. So I think when you sort of start to just kick back and enjoy it, realise that you can't get anywhere, and I suppose for us with kids, we get more time with them, and eventually we will get out of this, as Lukey said, and I think we'll look back at this, and I think there'll be some good memories come from it. Then hopefully Luke and Claire will have some good ones.
100%, 100%. All right, boys. Well, Brownie and Banksy named their Highlanders teams of all time. Lukey, I'm going to start with you. We want you to also name a coach this week, so we're going to bring that into the mix. So over to you, Lukey. Name your Highlanders team of all time, please.
Oh, okay. I'd just like to add the point here, Joey. This is for a home game under the roof, you see. So
Oh, right. Okay, mate.
we're planning for a high-paced game.
Right, yes.
Rightio, so we've got one of our Pig Hunter friends, Lucid Prop. I've gone for Brendan Edmonds, Doogie. Number 2, Anton Oliver. 3, Carl Heyman. Number 4, he goes all day, Bone Alex Ainley. Tom Franklin, who will be bringing the fizz there as well. Squiddy Squire will be deleting someone at some point. Cromfeld will be over the ball.
Oh, yes.
Nasi bringing the ball back from deep. Nuggy at number 9. Downtown Tony Brown running the ship. Waisaki Naholo always goes good at home. The Kuda Buckman. No one knows where he's running, but he'll get through somewhere.
Yeah.
Malachi working in at centre. Goldie on the other wing, and the Oracle Bender at the back.
And coach, mate.
Oh, I have to go with the guy who threw me a bone, so Jamie Joseph.
Yeah, nice, mate. Good side, good side. Bender, yours, please.
Yeah, Joseph. I'll start from the back. Actually, we'll go Goldie at fullback.
Yeah.
George Waisaki Rotinenduba Naholo at wing. Maladox at centre.
Yeah.
And then powerful midfield, Muller and Lakuta, Richard Buckman.
Yeah.
And then I've actually pulled out Buxton Popoli.
Oh,
We've fixed up his ticket,
nice.
so
Yeah,
he's
nice.
good to go. We've got him a new valve, and he's out there.
happy feet.
Happy feet. And then I've actually gone Lima at 10. I've put Brownie and Jake as my coaches. So, I've put Lima at 10.
Yeah.
But I've brought Marty along because I thought he could be the kicking coach.
Yeah.
So Brownie can do the attack. Marty can be the kicking coach. And I want to see
Three coaches. Yeah.
Lima listen to Marty on how to kick.
Okay. Yeah.
We're going to be pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
And then, so we've got Nuggy at 9.
Yes.
Picked Nacho at 8.
Yes.
And then I've brought Hard Horse in at 7, John Hardy.
John Hardy at 7. Lovely. The hard sauce.
And then we've got, Elliot has actually texted me this morning on Instagram and said that if I don't pick him, he won't talk to me again. I better pick him. I've got Jackson Hemipo as a locking combination with Tom Franklin.
Yes.
And then the front row, I've actually gone Josh Honick.
Yeah,
And by my
nice.
props, I've gone Case the other. And
Yeah.
this is a wee bit left field, but I've actually brought back Jason Rutledge at hooker.
Cabbage. Get him in there.
Cabbage.
Oh, geez, superb.
Yeah, Cabbage.
And
then,
so
obviously
your
Brownie
coaches-
and Jamie. as the
Yeah,
coaches.
Brownie, Jamie, Banksy. You had a lot of management staff there.
I've actually brought in Gordy Hunter, Derms. Derms going to run my scrum. Gordy Hunter's just going to overlook Brownie and
Okay.
Jamie.
Yeah. Okay.
Who's
And
your duo?
yeah, Marty and my duo. I suppose we'll bring Ashley.
Wow. Powerful sides. Well done, fellas. All right. Well, make sure you're staying safe out there, New Zealand. Highlanders fans, let's keep doing what we need to be doing. Let's stay calm, stay safe, and stay at home. Look out for your mates. And thank you to these guys for giving your time. Always a pleasure catching up, boys. And wish you all the best for the rest of the season. And Lukey, for the rest of lockdown with Bender's family, I wish you all the best as well. So cheers,
Good
guys.
luck.
Cheers, Joey.
Thanks, Joe.
Good, boys.
Cheers, mate.